Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Avatar draft here on the channel. We've opened up one of the best rares in the set, Iroh Grand Lotus, which, even though it is a 3-color card, is probably going to be the card we take out of this pack. It's not the most flexible, but it is pretty much game-ending if it comes into play and doesn't get killed instantly, and even sometimes if it does get killed instantly, it gets enough value to win you the game. So we really want to take this card. There are some great options in this pack, though. Water Tribe Rallier is absolutely stellar at uncommon. It's just not the same power level as Iroh, but it's a lot more flexible and fits into like every white deck and is great in every white deck. So honestly, quite good. There's Teo, which is pretty reasonable, but not even close to the other two cards. And then at common, there is Forecasting Fortune Teller, which I really like as well. We're going to jam Iroh and then try to play blue-green splash red or red-green splash blue to get this card into our deck. Hopefully playing blue as a base color so we can get Lost Days, which is probably the best lesson to flash back with this. A Lost Days is the 5-mana instant, put a card onto the top of its owner's library card. And then we get a pack like this. Oh, what do we do here? Well, the best card is probably either this rare, which is totally solid, or the uncommon Tolls of War. This card's very good as well. Like, if you look at this pack, all the best cards are black and white. There's Boiling Rock Rider, there is Tolls of War, there is Kyoshi Warriors. Corrupt Court Official's fine. And then, like, Messenger Hawk. Messenger Hawk is probably going to be the card I take here because it still fits into this Iroh deck we want to build. We're not taking Aang's Journey, even though it's a lesson that fixes our mana. Tricky. If we're getting past Boiling Rock Riders, we could end up with a sick black deck. So maybe we just take that. It is a good card. Though, it's mostly functioned as a 3-3 that does incidental graveyard hate for me. I'm just going to take the Messenger Hawk. I want to hold out hope for Iroh. Okay, pick 3. Perfect. I'm glad we held out hope. Toph is really strong. It fits into like the blue-green splash red deck that we want to play, or just the straight-up 3-color deck. There's also Watery Grasp, which is fine, but I'd rather get cards that I can flash back with Iroh. So like interaction that isn't an instant or sorcery does get worse when you have Iroh as your top-end finisher. But Toph is super fantastic. There's also Abandoned Attachments as another lesson, but let's just jam Toph here. Really great card. And now pick 3. I think we can take a Raucous Audience over the land. Raucous Audience, just nice source of ramp. Again, we wouldn't mind playing like things like Boomy Bash, just extra instants and sorceries would be nice for us. White is looking wide open with the Avatar Enthusiasts. Kyoshi Warriors would be the card I took over Enthusiasts, but if we had started with the white card, we'd be in a pretty good spot here, but our green deck could still be pretty good, and I think taking a Raucous Audience over Umashu City is going to be good for us. Beautiful. Love seeing Seismic Sense. Helps me find my Iroh more frequently. Like when you get to the mid game and you're looking at 7 cards, that's like 7 cards to find an Iroh. You can flash this back with Iroh. Pretty good stuff. There is also Sold Out. There's Deadly Precision. Black-White. I mean, there's Compassionate Healer. Black-White would have been a really good spot to end up here. But you can't really cry over spilt milk in these situations. You just have to think, okay, am I ever passing Iroh pack 1, pick 1? Probably not. I think it's just generally correct to take the Iroh there because first of all, Iroh in a medium blue-green-red deck is going to be pretty good, and Iroh in like an open blue-green-red deck is going to be insane. So you just have to balance the possibilities and not be like, oh, well, the white-black deck would have been great, which it would have been. Sometimes it's correct to abandon your stuff, but we've been getting enough stuff that it's been okay. But like 6th pick Glider Kids, pretty wild. Here, I'm tempted to take Bender's Water Skin as ramp/fixing. I would prefer that my ramp/fixing is instants and sorceries, but then again, when you get up to your big mana play like Iroh, you don't really care to flash back like ramp spells usually. Sparring Dummy is a card that I've tried, played it a little bit. Sometimes I've been okay with it, like especially if I have good lands to get like the lands that sacrifice themselves to draw cards or like one of the rare lands. I'm just going to take the Bender's Water Skin. Get a little fixing. Suki can find legendary cards, so it could find my Iroh, but it does require me playing white. Then there's Ostratorse and Watery Grasp. I think I'll take the Ostratorse. Fills my graveyard, digs me deeper for any key lands I find. Just a great card. Watery Grasp would be fine, but again, as I said, I want my interaction to be based on instants and sorceries because of this Iroh. There's another Raucous Audience. Green is at the very least open. There's a Boomy King of Three Trials. I think I'll take that as a top-end finisher. I've been very impressed by Boomy when you do get it enabled, and we are going to try to be enabling this. There's also the Boulder, which I've liked as well, but a lot less than Boomy in my Lessons decks. There's also Raucous Audience number 2, but I found Boomy to be pretty indispensable as a top-end card in these sorts of shells. Rocky Rebuke is really nice. I wouldn't mind Wall Top Sentries, but as you see, we've got plenty of 3-drops. We're still deciding whether to be red-green base or blue-green base, because we only have the one blue card and then the Iroh, of course. But Rocky Rebuke is going to be great in either version, and it's an instant or sorcery for Iroh. Pillar Launch. I'll take Pillar Launch. Energy Bending, no. Earthremoval Wrestlers is not my jam. Turtle Duck. Sure. Actually, I'm just going to take May. May can be an okay 2-drop. I think Fire Nation Cadets is more aggressive than what I'm trying to do. But I could be a red-green deck. And I don't love Turtle Duck. I will take the Omashu City over the Boomy Bash. I wouldn't mind the Boomy Bash, but getting a dual land that helps me fix is going to be perfect. I was hoping that would wheel. Sabertooth Moose Lion, not my favorite. I have already got 2 better top-end cards. Similarly, I have Rough Rhino Cavalry, but this could mean that red-green is open. Perfect. We get Lost Days. This is the exact card we want with our Iroh. And we're not going to take the chance on getting one later. There is Bitter Work, which might wheel. Not that it's even that essential for my current build. And then there's also another Ostrich Horse. Aang's Journey is a card we might play a copy of. Tiger Seal I don't love. But yeah, let's just take Lost Days and be pretty happy about it. Knowledge Seeker. So the question is, was blue open pack 1? Answer, no, not at all. But we could still take things like Knowledge Seeker and hope that they work out for us. Like, blue's open in pack 2, and then we go back to just getting green cards in pack 3. Because red wasn't open in pack 1 either. Then again, we could just take Allies at last, which is a really good green card. We have 3 Allies so far. And it's another card that works well with Iroh. So I think we'll just take this. Because I do think red was more open than blue. Beautiful. We get a 2-drop. We desperately need those, as you can tell. We only have the Audience and the May. I wouldn't mind First Time Flyer, especially because we're trying to get more lessons. But I really like getting a 2-drop that scales into the game and makes some of the ramp that we're going to play, like Raucous Audience, stay relevant. Booyah! Iroh number 2. That's a huge addition to the deck. Huge win for the program. Makes me feel real good about picking up these instants and sorceries that are interactive spells. Getting 2 of those is really, really nice. We're still deciding our second color. Could be, probably not. I mean, red, we have a couple cards, but this is just absolute perfection. With 2 of those and a Boomy, we won't need any random top-end cards like Sabertooth Moose Lion. So we have 3 really good 6-drops. I mean, 2 of them are obviously way better than the other, but yeah. There's also always worth noting checking in on Shrine. So if you see a Shrine, we saw the green Shrine a couple picks ago. So yeah, just always noting that. But we got the Iroh. Let's just put the cards we're probably not going to play in a pile over here. Bitter Work. Rocky Rebuke. Let's take the Rebuke. We aren't seeing tons of premium interaction, but we're going to get enough with these Rebukes and stuff. We have plenty of creatures. Being able to kill things like flashback a bunch of instants and sorceries is really good with Iroh. Even if it's not a lesson, it only costs 2. Bitter Work is kind of a slow card. And then we'd probably be able to wheel the Platypus Bear, which would be pretty decent for us because we need 2-drops, and it is a pretty good-sized body to stall the game. We would like to find lessons to make this Boomy a good card. We currently only have 1-2 lessons, but we are actively pursuing those. The Bender's Waterskin currently doing some good work. This land is really good for us right now. We're super heavy green, which is nice. So we are going to bias towards the green cards because we could just play a lot of green cards and a little bit of red, a little bit of blue to supplement. So there's Lion Turtle. Lion Turtle's pretty good. It gains life, fixes our mana, can be a big creature once we get lessons enabled. And we are going to be looking for lessons. There's also Seismic Sense, which helps us find our stuff that we need. And blue didn't seem that open pack one. So I'm just going to take the Seismic Sense, I think. And now we get Shared Roots. It's kind of like an Aang's Journey, but it just puts the land into play, so it's like just better, I think. Especially because we're playing green. Boomy Bash would be fine. Barrels of Blasting Jelly would be fine as a one-of, but happy to get Shared Roots. Happy to get a dual land that's on color. This is all going quite well for us. Ostrich Horse Wield. Definitely going to take that over Aang's Journey, I think. I think just getting a premium 3-drop is good for us. Now there's Boomy Bash. There's also Earthbending Lesson. I do think one Earthbending Lesson when you have 2 Iros is fine. Because just expensive lessons are just good in that spot. I've been impressed by doing one Earthbending Lesson in these situations. And now I'll take First Time Flyer. Maybe we'll be blue-green base. Ostrich Horse number 3, or Wall Top Sentries, or Meteor Sword. I'm going to take the Wall Top Sentries now. Give myself some extra defenses and cards that are really good with punch spells. Bitter Work came back. I do think Ostrich Horse is a better card than Wall Top Sentries, but I think having 1 Sentries in the mix is going to be good. Okay, Foggy Swamp Vine-Bender. Okay, pack 3. What are we looking for? Well, for starters, just quality cards. Like Earth Kingdom General could be solid for us. Like nice 4-drop, gets us some life. Quench isn't the best because we can't flash it back with Iroh. And we're not really sure what our second main color is. It could be blue. Our red cards are not the best here. So I don't think I regret not taking the Lion Turtle because I still only have 5 lessons. And yeah, one of them, I would have been passing one of them to get the Lion Turtle. There's not a green card I really want here. I'm just going to take Gran. Though I guess Gran is not great in this deck. You know, I'd rather just have Earth Kingdom General. I think a little bit of life gain goes a long way. Now there's a land that would help with my mana. My mana's not the best. I have Shared Roots, Water Skin. Seismic Sense can help find lands. There's also Ostrich Horse and Forecasting Fortune Teller. By all accounts, the Ostrich Horse is going to wheel because other people don't seem to take it. There's also Zuko, but I'm not really a deck that wants Zuko as much because I'm not that focused on attacking. Let's take the Fortune Teller, get myself a good 2-drop. I think blue-green is looking pretty likely. And now we get Accumulate Wisdom. We do have 5 lessons now, and we have the rest of this pack to get more lessons, so this card could be really good in my deck. I would like Rebellious Captives, but I think getting a good potential card draw engine is great. Oh, baby. Great Divide Guide is fantastic. We have 10 allies, so this card's looking really good for me. And things like Accumulate Wisdom make me also happy to have taken the Seismic Sense. That's a really good pickup for those sorts of decks. But this Great Divide Guide's fantastic. And now we don't need more than 1 Earthbending lesson. Let's just take another Rocky Rebuke. I think this draft has really come together nicely. Now we get Firebending Lesson. Even though we're going to be splashing red, having cheap interaction when you do find your splash color can be good. Like turn 3, Bender's Water Skin, zap something. And 4 Rocky Rebukes is a bit many because sometimes you just don't have a creature in play. And we're mostly going to be playing green and then just a little bit of red, a little bit of blue. Like a little bit heavier blue, but not that much blue even. I don't think this is a Bitter Work deck. I would love it if the blue-red land wheeled, but I don't think it will. Ooh, Toph. That's great. So how many 2-drops do I have? I have 1 card I'm happy playing on turn 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I don't think I need to take another Rebellious Captives, and I can afford to take Toph. I'll have Toph, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 6 really good 3-drops. Yeah, Toph is super strong. So now I can cut the bitter work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 3-drops is pretty good. I don't need the Iguana Parrot. I don't need Zuko's Exile either, though. I'll just take the Turtle Duck. We wield Rocky Rebukes. We can get 4 Rocky Rebukes in there if we want them. I don't think we'll want all 4, though. My lesson count is at 7. We will probably cut 1 or 2 of those, maybe. What are they all? There's Seismics, Firebending Lesson, Accumulate Wisdom, Shared Roots. Actually, we're probably going to play all the lessons. Earthbending Lesson is fine, especially with 2 Iros. Ostertors came back. We're going to take the Airship Engine Room, though. We already have 7 3-drops, and getting another land is going to make my deck more consistent. Perfect. We get back Rebellious Captives now. We already have enough 3-drops. We don't need another Wall-Top Sentries, even though it would be fine in this deck. Take the Zuko's Exile. Earthbending Lesson number 2. Earthbending Lesson plays well with the Earth Kingdom General. I'm glad I took this card. And also Toph play well with that. And the Captives do, so like some extra life gain goes a long way. Okay, so what do we want to cut here? Well, first we're going to cut Rough Rhino Cavalry. That's like our worst card. We don't want to have too much early red, so we're going to cut the May. We're already splashing the 2 Iros, so a Firebending Lesson isn't going to hurt our mana that much to play. But we will cut down on the number of mountains. We're playing probably down to 2 mountains. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green sources, which seems like enough. Plus Great Divide Guide is like a 7th. I don't think we want First Time Flyer. We're trying to cut down on any like non-premium cards that aren't green, even though that card's pretty reasonable to cast. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could play Messenger Hawk. It doesn't have that much synergy with our deck. So we could also cut that, because it's not really the best blocker as a 1/2. Pillar Launch. We're not really that kind of deck, though. Instants and sorceries that involve combat do help Iroh attack more. We are very heavy green. I don't think we want the Foggy Swamp Vine Bender. It's like a 4-mana 4/3. Again, we're not really an attacking deck. Earthbending Lesson is more of an aggressive card, but it's got such good synergy with Iroh. I think it's worth playing. We don't need the Sabertooth Moose Lion. I really like a lot of our 2-drops now. Fortune Tellers are only blue 2-drop, but I think that card's still pretty good. So we have 1, 2, 3 blue cards, 1 red card. Maybe I don't think I want to cut the Bender's Water Skin. I have 6 blue sources. I'm going to cut 1 Rocky Rebuke at least. I think I will just cut the Pillar Launch. I have 14 creatures. I'm not really focused on attacking that much. Cut that. I could cut Fortune Teller because I have way more 2-drops that are just green, and then I can make my mana easier. And then I just do my mana like this. So my mana now has 10 green sources, 5, 5, and then like 6 and 6 blue and red. I'm going to cut the Bender's Water Skin if I do that. Seismic Sense can also be kind of like an extra land. So if I cut a land like that, and then I run it like this, I think this is going to be a great build. I'm really excited to see how it does. Hopefully the build portion made sense to you. And let's get ready to battle. This is pretty exciting. I think this deck is one of my best ones. Especially getting double Iroh is just absolutely awesome. And as we get into the match, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you're enjoying my videos and my mission to make draft accessible to everybody appeals to you, then Patreon is the place to go to support my work and gain access to bonus content, like my card-by-card tier list and Format Thoughts document. Special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Now, let's get into the game. Perfect hand. We've got early interaction with Firebending Lesson. We've got Raucous Audience to help ramp into Iroh. We will play Meditation Pools on turn 1 because we do want to get this Shared Roots going. Okay, interesting. So let's play the audience. We're fine trading audience with Deserter's Disciple. Okay. Tiger Dillo, sure. So we have double red, double blue. We don't have double green yet, so might as well get extra green because most of our deck is green. Do I firebending less than this thing? Yes. I don't want them to have a combat trick to like buff it up in response and then get to attacking with Tiger Dillo. Crescent Island Temple, okay. So this is a classic, let's just say lesson, teachable moment here. We are going to do this. If you're playing an aggro deck, you don't want to have a card like Crescent Island Temple in your deck usually. Because if you do, then you'll be like on the front foot. Like imagine they just play a 4-mana 4/4, which would just be a bad card usually. Like, it just... I'm going to wait on the Iroh. It's kind of conservative, but I really want to be able to get at least one spell out of it. If they have another kill spell, which they probably do if they were willing to play the Earth Kingdom Jailer, I'll be happy I waited. And they're incentivized to play their creatures pre-combat so that this Tiger Dillo can attack. Okay, Cat Owl. Try to kill their flyer. Okay. Okay, I will flash back this to make another 4/4. That's why I like one Earthbending lesson when I have Iroh, because it just gives you an impactful play. Get a huge mana discount. Gets the win. And even though it looks like they didn't have a spell to punish me there, the fact that I was able to do it that way regardless, like be patient, use my removal spell instead, just is still a play that I think is correct to make. Because if you play as if your opponent never has it, you'll get some benefits. But if you are in that spot and if you look at my hand, I don't have anything else to do. So like the following turn, I don't have a backup play. It's like, okay, I'll either do a little bit of a thing this turn, or I'll do like or I'll do like my big play next turn, and I'll also get to cast like 4 extra mana worth of spells because I'll get to cast a 4-drop. This is a great hand. Great Divide Guide is fantastic. In some situations, like you saw last game, I played my 2-drop creature first, and that was because I was willing to like have them waste their turn killing it or using a removal spell on it, because the next turn I was going to play 2-drop plus 1-drop pretty much no matter what. Here, because I often want the chance to play a 3-drop to play my Ostrich Horse to keep hitting land drops, I might not play the Great Divide Guide. But now I will play the Great Divide Guide because I'm guaranteed to hit my 3rd land drop to play this Toph, and then that'll give me even more mana very, very quickly. So it's all a escalation of sorts. You're like, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So now I'm going to play the Toph because it ramps me by giving me another ally that I can tap for mana. I will attack them for 2. They already have a 2/3 blocker. I should have attacked first. That's just a good habit to get into, because maybe they change their blocking decisions based on whatever I do. So I could play Boomy, but that wouldn't do much here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play land, play Walltop Sentries. That gives me a Death Toucher to block the Sokka with. And I'm not going to cast this Shared Roots because I like that I can just have a bunch of 2/3s holding down the fort. Because even if they kill my Walltop Sentries, they don't get a huge benefit here. Okay. Interesting. Does this mean they have razor rings or something? Appa. Okay. So let's play Ostrich Horse first. Okay, we get an island. Play island, play shared roots. Get our mountain, because we don't have one of those yet, in case our Great Divide Guide dies. We still only have one lesson for this Boomy. Okay. Not the greatest situation I've ever been in. But I have tons of mana. Oh, that card's going to get big in a hurry. I wish I had one more lesson so I could get the Scry 3 and make this a 7/7 or whatever. And this is why I cut a land for Seismic Sense, because that'll be pretty reasonable, I think. There's Iroh. That's huge. I'm going to kill their Appa, I think, rather than their Avatar Enthusiasts. I'm not going to cast this one because I want to have it for my Boomy. White-green might struggle to kill Iroh. They do not. But we did get some instant value, so that's good. It's a bit of an ambitious block here. They probably can't save both guys, though. Okay. So now I have 2 lessons in the graveyard, so Boomy can get me a couple of things. Sokka has really carried them here. So let's just do this. Make a 7/7. And yeah, we'll Earthbend 3. And the reason we're doing that is because now we have a 3/3, but we can sacrifice the 3/3. And then this thing comes back and we can draw extra cards. And our 7/7's pretty sizable. They might struggle to kill it. Team Avatar. That's a yikes. No blocks. So how are we going to deal with that? Well, we have plenty of removal spells. And we can pressure them, remember. So they kind of one free chump block here. But we have a bunch of chump blocks that we can do as well with our lands, because that's what we did this whole setup for. Sure. But now it comes back. So we draw a card from this, we draw a card from the other thing. Okay, we're going to be patient with this allies at last. Because they could still just play a creature that's like really good here at some point. Okay, Kyoshi Warriors, not my favorite thing to see. Let's let them scry first. Leave it on top, okay. If we do find our second Iroh, we'll be in pretty good shape. Rocky Rebuke, okay. They're drawing for turn here. Sure. There's always the risk that they attack with everything. I need to get some card draw going. That's a good one. I will gain 2 life. Then we'll just keep chipping away with this Boomy. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't play this and activate it. So I'm just gonna pass again. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That card's so hard for me to beat. Super duper difficult. Okay. Okay. Progress. Ugh. Jeez Louise. Are they going to just attack all? So we can 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's cry to the bottom. Okay. We would love to draw our guy here. We've been kind of battling this game. This has been a challenge for sure. Them having Gather the White Lotus was really bad for me. We've only got 10 cards left in our library, so if we do find our second Iroh, I think we're going to win. We have 2 Seismic Senses as well, so we're going to find Iroh within the next few turns. Like, pretty much guaranteed, I think. Like, it would be very hard not to. Okay. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Okay, and turn. Kill this thing. I should have let the scry resolve first, I guess. Sure. Like, we have, like, there he is. A bajillion chances to find him. Okay. Iroh. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. Keep 1 removal spell in reserve. Combat. Attack for a bajillion. Okay, we want Toph here, for sure. Keep 1 chump blocker in reserve, though we don't even need to chump block. I think we played this game pretty well. Okay, this will just mess up their double blocks having the allies at last available. So they'll only have 1 creature left at the end of this. Yeah, I can afford to let my Earth Kingdom guy die. They're at 3. Anything I play is lethal, pretty much. Boom! Got the win. Very satisfying. Very satisfying indeed. Into Diamond. Let's go. Arcane Assault. We got an achievement for casting a bajillion spells in a turn, probably. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. This is such a fun deck. Having 2 Iros really changes the way we can play with the Iros. Okay, this is a great hand. We're going to try to save the Accumulated Wisdom for a while. We might have to use it, but if we find one of our other lessons, or 2 of our other lessons in the meantime, we're going to play 1 lesson on turn 2. Okay, so now we have double green. We're probably getting an island with this. Okay, healer, sure. And then next turn we'll go captives, rebuke this. Because I don't like this to go too far out of control. Interesting. So they are no longer rebukable. We could double block it. But I find that in these scenarios, it's best not to get too ambitious with what you can accomplish. We'll just take 3, let them get a couple scries in. Dig for a bigger creature, then rebuke. Because you can lose the game double blocking in these spots. Let's do this. Great Divide Guide. Boomy. Yeah, we'll take Boomy. Now we could quadruple block. And that's probably what we'll do. Because now even a single combat trick doesn't win it for them. A single removal spell doesn't win it for them. If I double block like this, they kill the land, then Toph dies. I'm about to play a giant Boomy. So they have 1 kill spell, I get wrecked. They have +2/+2 and a kill spell. +2/+2 plus a kill spell, that would be 5, and then kill 2 of my things. Okay, I can just use my kill spell on that guy. I don't want to hold up green mana, so we'll Earthbend onto one of those. No attacks. Maybe I should have been attacking here. Path to Redemption, sure. Okay, so they had Razor Rings, that's fine. I messed that up. I messed that up in a big way. I should have used Rocky Rebuke at a different time. Because now they can attack me for 4. Yep. I botched that. Whoops. I guess they're attacking me for 6 now. They keep it on top. Okay. Firebending lesson, sure. Easy blocks. Sure. Oh, this works out perfectly for me. All of my creatures live, all of their creatures die. This is where patience is rewarded. Okay. They land. I could play this guy into another +4/+4, but I want to hit them for a bajillion here, I think. Actually, you know what? This is probably better. Boom. I was going to accumulate wisdom to draw 3 and then hopefully hit a land drop. And oh, man. Got the win. Excellent stuff. Living the Vita Loca, as they say. Really, really awesome deck. I am loving this one so far. Super cool stuff. Welcome to another round. My opponent has mulliganed, and we've got a great one here. We've got Ostrachors, Toph, Rocky Rebuke. We don't have a 2-drop, but that's okay. We could draw one, or we could just try to survive an onslaught without one. Okay, now we have our 3rd color. Nice. Okay, they play Haru. That's a card that often I want to kill quickly, but we might not be able to. Black-green doesn't tend to have as many allies, but they are looking like they're going to be able to get something done here. So normally I'd play Ostrachors here. But I do kind of want to play Toph now, because then I can play Wall Top Sentries into allies at last. I don't really want to block the Wall Top Sentries with my Wall Top Sentries, because I want to leave that line open. So if I play Toph, then I can get... And I'm going to Toph up this forest so I can hold it up as a blocker after I play the Wall Top Sentries. I could have done it on this thing too, but I might need a blue mana for something in the future. Earth Kingdom General. So Haru's doing some seriously good work here, but they only have 2 cards left, so they're only going to get a couple more Earth Bends out of this. So make the land a 4/4. No blocks. Does that change anything? Because now I could play Ostrich Horse, which is a fine trade for the Wall Top Sentries, and then Earth Firebending Lesson this guy or Haru. And then I can guarantee a land drop next turn. I think we'll just stick to the plan, because then I have Rocky Rebuke that can kill this 4/4 down the line. Let's take down their 4/4. No locks. Jeez Louise, that's unfortunate. Okay. We really wanted to hit a land there so we could Rocky Rebuke. Oh no. Earthbender Ascension's really strong. Because a 3-1 trades perfectly with a 2-3 anyway. Jeez Louise. I would love a land here. Okay. Should I take land or Iro? My second Iro is already gone. I have 4 lands already. Let's take the Iro. Okay, they take down the captives. Now we're on the offensive. We want to put them on the back foot for sure. We have this earthbending lesson that's going to be able to help hit them for a bunch of damage here, because Toph is going to be pretty big. So we draw a land here, which, why would we ever draw a land? It just, oh my gosh. We're going to make this a 6/6. If they trade Raucous Audience, then they can't double block. Okay, perfect. We're still in good shape here. But yeah, we're kind of crushing, so complaining about not drawing lands is a bit silly. They have 3 Harus, that's kind of wild. Okay, so that's a great draw. We want to just draw 3. We don't want to send in our Ostrich Horse, okay. We'll force them to chump. Interesting. We'll see what they play here. So we got the win. Perfect. Boom. That was a very interesting game. Very patient game. I think grabbing the Iro was still correct, even though we missed some lands, because we didn't really have a ton else to do. And it gave us a nice little inevitability. It is kind of our late game. If we hadn't milled one of the Iros, I think we would have. But the fact that we didn't have a second one to draw does impact our plays, because it's kind of our biggest late game engine. And we had plenty of removal spell. The Rocky Rebukes were really good. Having 3 of those has been pretty nice. We could still play the 4th, but I don't know what we'd cut for it because I think our creatures have also been pretty reasonable for us. And then like making the play so we could use allies at last efficiently. That was a good one as well. Welcome to another round. We have to mulligan this, I think. We have 9 green sources. If we don't draw a green source, we just lose. It's unfortunate to have hands like that, but that's how the game goes. We're going to keep this one and ditch Earthbending Lesson. It's like our worst lesson. It's just there for synergy with Iroh. We're not going to turn 1 Seismic Sense because you can totally miss when you do that. Okay, they just hold up 2 mana, presumably for Quenchia. Still, I don't think we have a better option than this. If they don't have Quenchia, maybe they just have a different lesson. Combustion Technique, yep, that's not good for us either. They're going to use all 4 of their mana. Oh no. Oops. Okay, I guess they messed it up. Play this. Plays around Quenchia. I considered doing it the other way, but I wanted to make sure I looked 3 cards deep to make sure I hit a land. First time flyer, okay. We are on the back foot. If we don't draw a creature here, we're in trouble. That is an excellent creature to draw. We want to make sure it's a forest so that we can use our Rocky Rebuke and hold it up at the same time as a blocker. Porcupine, okay. Well, that's an easy thing to kill. We're going to use allies at last to take down their flyer at some point. Okay, there's Water Skin. We're fine making this trade. Okay, land is good. We're hitting them for twice as much. We don't want to walk into them having a firebending lesson or something, which I assume they don't have at this point. We're hitting them for twice as much damage as they're hitting us for. Airbending lesson, okay. Sure. I feel like they could easily have the fire technique. Okay. Maybe I am playing it too scared, though. Sure. So they did have Firebending Lesson. I knew it. So going for allies at last would not have worked. Okay, now that they're out of cards, though, I can go for it. Really hoping to connect here. Okay, we hit our forest. Take down their flyer. Happily trade. I think I might go Iroh into Seismic Sense. We already lost our Boomy. Oh, we'll definitely put that second in the top. Because then we'll find it with Seismic Sense again. Wow, that's a lot of lands that we got to the bottom. So we're losing Lost Days, Accumulated Wisdom, Earthbending Lesson. Let's just take Great Divide Guide, I think. Get myself some extra power and toughness. Unfortunate. There's Boomy. I'm going to keep the new one. And I'm going to put the Omashu City so I can sack the Omashu City, get some value. Wow, they might win this game. It's unfortunate, but they just have a great little value engine going here. Yeah, it's a real bummer. I can't believe we're going to lose this. They found a good answer to my Iroh. I don't have any lessons in my graveyard for Boomy. A bunch of my good cards are on the bottom of my deck now. Let's see how they block here. Oh, they have Wan Chi Tong. That's unfortunate. I don't get to do anything special with Boomy, which is really bad. And they have Wan Chi Tong, so I'm probably dead. Dead in the water. Though they have to play Wan Chi Tong into something else. Oh my gosh, you're joking me. Oh no. That's a heck of a draw. Now they get to double bounce my things. Yeah. Well, this game's over. Airbender Ascension got me. Oh my goodness. Very unfortunate. Feels bad. Okay, they aren't actually in insane shape here because I am pressuring them pretty significantly. Well, that's pretty good. So I can force them to chump block with Wan Shi Tong. No, because this thing can animate itself. Oh, and that makes both my creatures lethal, actually. Okay, perfect. So I zap this guy. Then I play Boomy, Earthbend 3 onto Amasha City, because this is a lesson. That was such a perfect top deck. Oh my gosh. And then that'll make Toph also lethal. So then I'll have 2 lethal blockers. I mean lethal attackers, so they have to double jump. Or I guess one of them will be a trade, but... And now they'll have nothing. I who have nothing, I who have no one, adore you and wanna know. Wow, that was crazy. That was such a perfect top deck. My goodness. I can't complain anymore. My opponent's drawn some good cards, but I mean, that was pretty insane. Oh my gosh. My deck refuses to let me lose. I don't think I played that badly at all, really, though. I think playing Iroh makes sense there. It did make Boomy worse when I ventured it, but Boomy was a card I'd put on the bottom, so if I hadn't cast the 2 Seismic Senses, then it wouldn't have mattered. So yeah. 5-0. The deck is just crushing. The Great Divide Guide is just insane. That card is so good. But... yeah, I guess making my red-green land a creature could have cost me if I didn't have Great Divide Guide. Okay, we're keeping this. Gonna go turn 2 Great Divide Guide. If they can't kill it, we're in exceedingly good shape. And we even drew the untapped land, so we could play Ostrich Horse if we wanted, but I think we're gonna be in fine shape without it. Okay, so attacking with this doesn't matter anyway. Not my favorite scenario, but we did mill a couple of lessons. We got some good fuel for Iroh now, and we have plenty of land drops. And now our 4-2 can attack into their 1-3. So it's not all bad news, it's just kind of unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate. I really wish we'd hit the land, because it died anyway. Jeez Louise. We're going to do this. We don't get to cast any spells right away, but white's main removal spells don't kill this. Blue could have lost days, but that's not like the end of the world. If they play Path to Redemption, we still get a full turn to play all of our cards from our graveyard, so. Okay, we'll put that second from the top. That's hilarious. We are still going to do this. And then play Seismic Sense. Grab our backup. Again, the blue and white removal spells don't really deal with Iroh very well here. Okay, even if they tap him down, we're still really in good shape. We'll just kill their entire board state. Especially because when we get back Ostrich Horse, it'll really help us out. Iroh's super strong when you're building around him the way we did. Okay. Punch that guy. See what we mill with our... Kind of a whiff. See what we find here. Yeah, we'll take Boomy, even though we don't have any lessons left. Punch their flyer. And we are going to gain some life from our Earth Kingdom General. And we have plenty of mana, so we can start doing the thing where we put the Earthbend on this and then sack it to draw cards. That's why I don't really like this card. It doesn't really solve any problems. I guess they were trying to be tempo-y, but okay, well, fortune tellers are not going to solve the day. It's like save the day here. I will gain some life. And then I'll just sack this on their end step. Attack. Trade 3-1 for 1-3 doesn't seem the greatest. Okay. They have plenty of cards in hand. Wow, they are just drawing up a storm. Sure. Okay, we will definitely take this. Play Accumulate Wisdom. Find allies at last. Play Boomy. Suit up the Omashu City. Gain 3 life. Combat. I'll trade 3-1 for 1-3 now. It's going to happen eventually. And also removes the chump blocker. Okay. That was a good turn. I think we're in pretty good shape. Iroh's messed up. It just escalates so quickly. Yep, we'll make that trade. Just reduces the number of chump blockers they have available. So we have allies at last up if we need it. Okay, cat owl, sure. Sure. Punch the cat owl. Boom, got the win. Well, we're 6-0. We're battling, heading to the finals. Let's focus up. Take a deep breath. This is a good chance, a good opportunity. Undefeated is always a very satisfying thing to do. Let's just focus up. Make sure we make a responsible keeper mulligan decision. Sometimes when you're in these situations, you're like, oh, I want to make sure I keep whatever I have. We're going to keep this hand, though. This is a great one. But, like, you're like, oh, I just don't want to mulligan on the last game. Or something like that. Like, that's a thing that can crop up. Okay. And I already messed up. What am I doing? I was like, oh, I don't have any blue cards in my hand. When I very clearly have a blue card in my hand. We will play the Ostrich Horse. We kind of wanted to save this, but at the same time, like, oh my gosh. Literal disaster. It's funny, if we, like, obviously, like, not play, like, you don't, like, know the top of your deck, but if we played Accumulate Wisdom, we would have found our Iroh, and then we wouldn't have whiffed on our Ostrich Horse. Just absolute devastation. We also didn't mill a single lesson. This is just horrific now. It feels, I feel like I whiff on Ostrich Horse more than other people. Okay, well, their Ostrich Horse was even worse than mine. My gosh. That's pretty devastating. Let's be real. We also don't have double green somehow. But yeah, they probably milled their two best cards by a bajillion. Like, yeah, we milled our best card, but still kind of wild. They have 6 mana now. Swamp, Snare, Trap. They can get a 2-for-1 here if they punch my Air Engine room here. Or not even a 2-for-1 really, it's just, that's how that goes. Yeah. Trying to run them out of removal spells to some degree. Whole game would have been different. You could have been different. Just get rid of the Ostrich Horse now so they can't use the Raucous Audience for double mana. We're not in good shape right now. We don't even have double green, so we can't play a creature and use a punch spell at the same time. I don't think any of my decisions have been terrible. I mean, not casting this on turn 2 was bad. So I don't know what I was thinking there. I mean, I wasn't thinking, that's the problem. I don't know why I zoned out. I was literally talking about how focused I wanted to be. And now I'm going to lose this game in a massacre. Yep. Oh, I'm just embarrassed. It's crazy how different that game would have been if I'd cast the Accumulate Wisdom, because then my Ostrich Horse wouldn't have whiffed, and then I would have just been like working towards Iroh. And they didn't have a kill spell for Iroh. My gosh. That's just embarrassing. What the heck am I doing? I get distracted when I'm recording sometimes, especially when I talk about focus. I then immediately get distracted talking about focus, which is ironic. Jeez Louise. There's just this like feeling inside of my soul now where I'm like, wow, that was like one of the most embarrassing things possible. Just not a good feeling. Welcome to the round. We'll keep this. Just feels bad. Play the island this time. Like, what the heck was I doing? Now I'm just depressed. Just depressed. Yeah, we would love Great Divide Guide here. It's so much mana. Punch the Enthusiasts. Next time we can play Iroh, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then immediately Rocky Rebuke. It's like, on one hand, my deck is probably going to win just because my deck is so good, but just, I don't know. Feels bad. Also, like, messing up and not playing Accumulate Wisdom is like, was compounded by the fact that the particular cards that I had to work with were what they were. Okay, playing Boomy could go really well here. It'll make Toph a 7/7. Oh no, Aang at the Crossroads is very strong. Into a 4-drop. Yikes. So I could play Boomy here. Get a 7/7. Make my guy do a 7/7. Block. Letting the Aang flip on a chump block is pretty rough for me. So I think what I'll do is I will wait a turn. Oh man. I guess Aang flipping isn't even that bad for me. Okay. Oh, that's a huge draw. That's a huge draw. Make it this one a 7/7. I will gain 4 life. If I attack with everything... Punch Aang, I don't think I can lose this. The only thing they could have is allies at last as well for 1 mana. Boom! Got the win. 7-1, still a good result. The deck was awesome. If you made it to the end, leave hashtag... Hashtag Lotus Victory, because the Grand Lotus carried us. We first picked one. We got a second one. It was fantastic. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully my brief stint of demoralization did not bug you too much. But yeah, that was I don't know what I was thinking. I need to work on that as a thing to improve. But I will hope you enjoyed the video. Really fun deck, really sweet games, and I'll talk to you next time.